Hey everyone, it's Austin with Hacking Healing, and today I wanted to make a video introducing us to the healing potentials of sound and give us one fantastic technique for us to use in our daily healing, self-transformation, or self-optimization routine. So the first technique that I'm going to be talking about as far as sound goes is going to be chanting. This video in particular is going to be covering chanting Om, Om. I'm sure that we're all pretty much familiar with that chant, that phrase, and we've all seen the symbols or know someone who's into that type of healing. Now I'm going to explain kind of the science and all the reported benefits from this chanting process. Okay, so the benefits of chanting Om. Number one, it's going to help us improve our concentration. 2, reduces stress and anxiety. It helps rejuvenate and pacify the body and mind. It gives strength to our spinal cord. It helps detoxify the body. It improves the function of our heart and our digestive system. It helps us sleep better. It helps us be more emotionally stable, and it helps us improve our reasoning ability and reduces our negativity, therefore allowing us to be more optimistic about our life and have a better outlook on our life. So this is an article reported by LinkedIn. I did put a link towards that article. And in that article, they also have the links to their studies and their evidence that they're getting these from. So this is a very simple thing that we can do, everyone. I already did it twice. That we can incorporate into our daily, or even if you want to just do once a week, every other week, or even just once a month. If you live in a home where there's lots of people around and you feel a little self-conscious about doing it, go do it in your car. Go to a park and sit in the park in your car and go do it there where you're not going to have your judgments from others, or you're not going to be, judging yourself, feeling like other people might be thinking that you're imposing on them or that you're weird or anything like that, okay? But it does have significant benefits, and I'm going to go ahead and explain some of those benefits here. Okay, so how does simply chanting have so many benefits? I have 2 quotes from 2 very brilliant men. The first one is going to be Nikola Tesla. I'm sure some of us do know who Nikola Tesla is, but for those who don't, he was an inventor, scientist. He worked for Thomas Edison, and just a brilliant individual. So Albert Einstein was once asked by a journalist, what is it like to be the smartest person to ever live? And I don't think Nikola Tesla was still alive at this point in time, but Albert Einstein's response was, I don't know, ask Nikola Tesla. That's the amount of respect that, one of the most brilliant people ever had for Nikola Tesla. So his quote is, sound is the new medicine. So obviously this brilliant man knew or was able to see that sound was a fantastic healing modality. All right, the next quote will be Albert Einstein saying that we are slowed down sound and light waves, a walking bundle of frequencies tuned into the cosmos. We are souls dressed up in sacred biochemical garments, and our bodies are the instruments through which our souls play their music. So not only does sound heal us, but we are actually sound and light waves in our body. That's what we are. So I'm gonna explain a little bit about how sound in the process of resonance heals our body. So science has shown or measured and confirmed that our cells actually emit their own frequencies. This is referred to as the natural resonant frequency of a cell or of a tissue. Basically, every cell, every tissue, every organ inside the body has its own resonance that it emits. They say it's similar to the seismic resonance of an earthquake. So imagine just tiny, tiny, tiny little earthquakes going off in your cells or your body. Their own power is emitting that earthquake. The way I like to visualize it is going to be if you imagine you drop a rock into a lake or a pool, it's going to set off a ripple. Well, then if you throw 2 stones in the water, each of them, if you do it in close proximity, each of them are going to emit or create their own ripple pattern, but they're going to be impacting each other's ripple. So then imagine take the stones out of the equation and just imagine these ripples creating their own energy, but they're impacting each other. This is how our cells and our tissues work, is the external frequencies and energies are going to impact the individual organism or our organism as a whole. That's how the process of resonance works in our physiology. Okay, so here's a depiction of the human body, and I just included some of these frequencies of the areas of the body for you to further see. I hope you can read that. But basically, so your head or your axial mode is going to be between 20 to 30 hertz. Your eyeball is approximately 25 hertz. Your chest wall is somewhere between 50 and 100 hertz. So everywhere in the body emits its own frequency, and it is impacted by the frequencies surrounding it. Okay, so here's some more science. So sound and light has been shown to act similarly to vitamins and minerals in our body. We can become deficient in these tones, and this is, oddly enough, this can be identified with a microphone with some software, and they record and monitor your voice, and through your voice they're able to actually tell what tones or frequencies that you are deficient in. So we need a certain balance of sound frequencies. This may vary for each individual, but we need this in order to maintain our bodies in a healthy state. So everyone, getting our sound variety is a necessity to be in a healthy, balanced state. Okay, so this is going to be research reported by the Smithsonian Magazine that discusses the therapeutic response of feeding cells elevated sound vibration. Upon the receipt of the sound waves, the cell begins to resonate and will continue to vibrate at a higher frequency the more that it's fed this higher frequency. So it raises the vibration or the resonance of the cell. And just as you can imagine in your daily life, if you've got higher energy, you're resonating better and smoothly, then you're going to be more productive. And the cells operate kind of in the same way. If they have a higher vibration, if their resonance is stronger and higher, then they're going to be performing better as well. This research also indicated that diseased cells or tissues vibrate at low frequencies. They've discovered that cancer cells vibrate so low that they act like a jackhammer, repeatedly dragging down or feeding repeatedly dragging down the cells around it. So then, repeatedly feeding diseased cells higher and soothing vibrations retrains them, which then reverses or resolves disease. So I'm going to repeat that so everyone can kind of understand the importance of this sentence. So this was published by a very well-respected journal, and they are saying that if we feed diseased cells higher soothing vibrations, that this will retrain them and then also reverse or resolve disease. So everyone, that is how healing sound is. And now it's been proven and verified that sound is extremely healing. There have been 2 different individuals that have documented the curing cancer. Actually, there's been way more than 2, but 2 main ones that I'll reference to that have cured cancer. There was Dr. Royal Rife. He was the originator of it. I believe it was in the, I hope I'm correct in this, somewhere in the late 60s and the 70s that he came out with the Rife machine and was curing many different cancers with it. There was also a UCLA doctor, I can't remember his name, in 2011 that documented and recorded eradicating many different cancer cells via sound and feeding these higher soothing vibrations to the cancerous cells, and removed these cancers with either 0 or very, very low side effects. And then there was also a study I read from the UK that cured 95% of the men that were participants in the study of prostate cancer with, once again, so you got 95% of success rate on this in this particular study that cured their prostate cancer with 0 to very minimal side effects. Okay, so I'm going to move to one of the other benefits now, going back to our technique that we're doing. So the way that we're going to incorporate sound very easily and affordably without really any training whatsoever is we're just going to practice chanting, or honestly kind of making tones and noises through the body. We want to do a variety of different tones, you know, low, high, medium, and kind of keep moving through it. So hum, 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 hum. Om, Om. And as I was doing that, I was able to use my concentration to focus and basically completely for a few seconds forget that I'm even doing this video. I find that there's something, very, as the benefit says, pacifying about doing the process of chanting Om. It kind of clears the mind and you're focusing your mental energy on simply just resonating your voice box and sending vibration throughout your body. So how does this improve our concentration? So this, there was a study that Dr. Joe Dispenza, I believe, came out with it, or at least he in his show Rewired talked about it. For anyone who doesn't know about Dr. Joe Dispenza, I highly recommend reading any of his books, and I also highly, highly recommend watching his show on Gaia called Rewired. If you want to learn how to heal yourself, or if you want to know kind of all of the secrets of the human body, not secrets, but all of the information about healing in the human body and how to transform your life significantly, Dr. Joe Dispenza is the man, okay? So he was saying that a study results showed that 1 hour of concentration doubled the amount of neural pathways that are responsible for concentration. So as we're doing this chanting, we're concentrating just on the noise and on the chant. And so then we're creating more neural pathways to train our mind's concentration. I used to be part of the group that used to say, I'm just not good at concentrating, I don't know how to do it. But now I find that excuse doesn't work anymore, because we clearly now know that concentration is trained not given at birth. Okay, so then another benefit that we'll go over is how it reduces stress and anxiety. So vibration has been shown now that it stimulates and exercises the cells that are vibrating. And this is because when a cell is being moving, it's going to start trying to balance itself to maintain equilibrium. So like the way I kind of visualize it is a little cell is like trying to balance itself so it's getting worked out as it's vibrating. So our voice box is going to be right next to a major nerve that's called the vagus nerve. And this nerve is in control of a huge amount of our body's organs and functions. So as we're vibrating, or just as I'm talking to you, I can feel that my voice box is vibrating that entire area. So it's going to be healing, it's going to be exercising the vagus nerve and the communication and the firing of basically the majority of our organs down here. Improving the health of our vagus nerve is going to improve the regulation of these organs. And then also it's the stress and anxiety is it's the healthier the nervous system is, the less that our nerves are going to be jittery. So it's going to significantly improve the health of your nervous system and your nerves, so they'll be firing much less stress and anxiety for you. Okay, so here's an image of the vagus nerve. It's a depiction of it. So you can see that it runs right in front of the spinal column, and then it's in charge of your heart, your lungs, your liver, your entire digestive system, your spleen, your kidney. So all of these areas of your body, their regulation is going to improve because we're resonating and we're training or exercising this vagus nerve here. Okay, so I've got some frequencies that I have also included just to allow you to understand just how well we've identified how healing sound can be. And I just thought that this was some interesting information that I should throw in for you. So the frequency of Om is going to be 136.1. Obviously, Om varies depending on who does it, but 136.1 is known as the frequency of Om. And it's going to be associated with emotional balancing, a sense of harmony with the cosmos that Einstein was talking about, and then also it's known for relaxation and soothing emotions. So this, you can go online on YouTube and you can just listen to this specific frequency, or you can download a frequency generator. That's the way I do it, and just enter in 136.1 and be listening to your music on your headphones and be playing this in the background to where you can barely hear it, and it will assist you in experiencing these feelings. The next frequency that I have included is 25 hertz. So 25 hertz promotes mitochondrial production, promotes cellular regeneration, and it's good for the nervous system. A little fun fact for you, this is also known as the cat's purr. So cats, when they're purring, are actually instinctually tapping into this sound and vibrational healing. They're assisting their body to improve their cells' function and help their cells regenerate more. It's actually been shown to help spur bone growth and fix any minor fractures that they have. I just wanted to include that because I thought that was an interesting fact. So then the next frequency is going to be 528 hertz. This is known as a miracle tone. Why is because it actually energizes and boosts the integrity of your DNA. So there's a frequency out there. There's plenty of YouTube audio videos with music in the background or just the whole tone of 528 hertz. So this is why I'm trying to give an explanation of sound for you guys, is that you can literally, for no money, be listening to a frequency that helps boost your DNA health, because sound is healing. I hope this video has brought you some value. I appreciate you so much for watching. Thank you and much love.